He wasn't there on Saturday? I didn't see Geronimo there.
Geronimo did not come. We'll have to give him a hard time once he shows up to class.
He like lies about being on vacation.
He did. Whoa. He didn't say he was going to be on vacation. He said he was going to. Oh, what was he doing at Kohl's? Whoa. I mean, they do sell candy. Do you think he's just eating candy nonstop? And like snacks at Kohl's?
30 minutes later, he walked out.
Dang.
Empty-handed, both hands.
Empty-handed? He's just hanging out at Kohl's like a weirdo? All right, Geronimo. We'll figure this out. All right, we're going to take a look again. Drop it. Maybe Michael left and I said, drop your green screens in the chat. He's like, oh. But we have a couple we're going to watch. Braulio, Mr. Gabby Award winner himself. It's too good to show up in person, I see. Congratulations, Braulio. We just looked at a picture of you on the Gablin Instagram page. Hello? Hey, yo. Okay. Yeah. Your mic's on, bro.
Oh, shit, it is? Oh, damn.
Michael came back. Oh, geez. Michael's back. Oh, geez, Rick. I'm the new voice of Morty, if you didn't know. Yeah, Marty. His name's Marty because originally, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows that fact. Okay, let's take a look. If you have your green screens, drop them in the chat. If not, work on them. I want to announce no more extra credit opportunities. So that means if you missed out on your extra credit opportunities, you will have to take the final for sure. But also you'll have to do all the projects. Again, remember, our main projects are the green screen, are your final project, which you should be working on the whole time, and is going to be the one that I'm going to give out. I'm going to give you the assets on Thursday or Wednesday. This Wednesday, you'll get access to the final. It's due in the final as well. So we all watched how bad my movie was. You can make it better. Let's see. Maybe it should be in color and bright and not dark at all. Like you can't see anything. So I'm giving you one of the scenes from CAPTCHA. Enjoy the edit. I'm giving you probably the easiest part. Jason, what do you think? Punch or no punch? Yeah, they got to do the punch scene.
Because it's probably easier than the first scene.
I think so. There's a lot of like, yep. All right. Ooh, Braulio is SpongeBob. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, now there's SpongeBob over my shoulder. All right. Let's take a look at David's green screen. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to, of course, share the audio, optimize it. We're going to do this. Hopefully everything is correct. It's probably not going to be, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. But here you go. So
what the fuck is this piece of shit? Oh, hello there.
all right. Okay, David. Okay. Oh,
The future of your business.
I hate how it auto plays. Okay. One view. Hey, guess what? Thumbs up. Subscribed. Uh-oh. Shoot. All right, I gotta unsubscribe here. Sorry. Oh, no. I put all. No, that's wrong. You can still have the like. Yes, I always do that. Sorry. Let me go back to here. Subscribe. Like. Eats Grundy. All right. Okay, great. We love it. Good job, David. Thought it was really funny. I did. Okay, what did I notice specifically? Do we notice any clipping or bad green screen in this piece? Green screen's pretty clean. I think I noticed some haze around here. You can see some grayness around here. This is where the shadows are being turned to white rather than black. You can see there's some spill up here that is removing the color of inside the car. Yeah, part of a definite look. Yeah, like using that feature that goes in and trims, you're making his head thinner. And you can see, look at the spill on Jerry's head. We could have recolored that. But you know, for overall, good first attempt. Huh?
Are those two separate green screens, right?
No, it's
For Jerry Seinfeld and Obama?
Well, let's look.
one.
Okay. They're in together and it looks like it's just looped, like to make it look like they're jamming out to the music, right? It's the same motion, like watch. So yeah, this is from Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. That's a Jerry Seinfeld show, which is very boring, to be honest, if you ask me. I don't like it. But more power to you. It's a good green screen, like SpongeBob running a bunch of different times when he's, what is this, Civ? Is this Civilization? Like what game is this? I don't recognize it. I don't know why there would be dinosaurs in Civilization. Okay, this was the biggest green screen issue I had, was with Joe Pesci here. Huh? Not him walking, like that didn't bother me. What bothered me is at one point, what's going on right here? He is cut off. Like visually, maybe this, yeah, you could pull it to the left so we hide that, or make it go bigger so it's just that, you know, it's like a really close up there. You know, probably the issue is that in the actual green screen, his arm goes out of the frame of the green screen and you're putting him in here, and this is literally pretty noticeable. So, right, like when his hand's all the way up there, it's like, oh, okay, this is gonna be my biggest critique for this one.
What the fuck is this piece of...
All right, and you can see, yeah, there's a little bad edit right here. You can see the background moved, and I would have cut it earlier and just had gone to his background, his backside earlier, right?
There's like a frame where it's him tracing front.
Yeah. Yep, that's a bad edit. So we are just going to go in. It's like a single flash frame that makes it. Didn't notice it on the first time, but
This piece of shit.
watching it over and over again. This was funny. And I like how the low res, honestly, this low, a little bit, but I'm going to say this is pretty clean for, yeah, you can see, look at the background here, and it's because I think you didn't pedestal up enough, so it's making the transparency. What's wrong? Oh, no. Well, we are in a computer lab. Yeah. Do you have your hard drive? It should, if you have been saving your projects to the cloud, it'll show up. Well, if it's on your hard drive, you should be able to get on there unless you have a newer version than what is on these computers, which is most likely the case, and it'll be upsetting, but worth a try. Oops.
Oh, hello there.
All right. Always a bonus to put in a Shrek, right? Okay, let's check out this one. All right. Sorry. You want to log in?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's go to full screen. This one is, I forget whose this is. We'll look it up afterwards, but I want to enter full screen. There we go. Round one. It's called And the Winner Is.
Round one.
Oh yeah.
Hey, shit here, girl. Get him. Boy.
Oh.
This one's good. Look, the cat's hat is cut off though at one point.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the winner is.
That's some good, clean fun. We like this. Okay. Overall, what are the main issues? Well, like I said, at one point, this cat in the video gets the hat cut out of the frame right there. So how you make it bigger, right? You could cut to a different angle or cut that part out. What's wrong with Shrek?
There's a,
There's like though, it's like like
that,
there's a weird flash frame there behind them. We can see Minecraft behind them. And then Shrek cut back and forth. I didn't know if it was intentional, like they were looking at each other. Felt maybe like a mistake, but I liked it anyway. My bigger issue is I don't think your green screen's as clean as it could have been here. Like looking at their edges, I see a lot of like artifacting and spill. And most notably, watch up here. There's a significant amount of noise up here on the top. Watch what happens. Dang. Plus you killed Shrek. You know what? I think it's in this last part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this one's the dirtiest. So look, watch up here, watch down here. This is where you're gonna see a lot of not clean green.
And the winner is.
Yeah.
And the.
Yes.
See the
Yes.
shadows?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the winner
Yeah.
is.
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
probably turn off the light.
Yes.
It would be
Yeah.
better, but
And
okay.
the winner is.
All right, but this is full credit project. Great job. We'll stop our share there, and I will take a look at. Oh, that was Mateo's. Great job, Mateo. Oh, I got one more. Here, Michael's got his. Michael, you in the chat? You excited? We're gonna watch yours. Already excited. We love these. Oh, look. All right. I'm clicking on all the wrong stuff. Okay, Michael, get ready. All right. I'm gonna share this. All right. Hope I shared the audio. But I really like the music choice. All right, here we go. Dang, more power to the werewolves. Good job, Michael. Since you're here, Michael, you can talk. Okay, I got a question right here, Michael. All right, we can see there's some green spill. It could be cleaned a little bit. Looks a little low res. Maybe that's the issue, but whatever. Michael, tell me, are this many werewolves in the clip you used, or did you make this many werewolves? What do you think, Nick?
I think he added all those.
You think he made all the werewolves? Michael, don't say anything. Michael. All right. And one other to take a look. Okay. Michael, we're taking a look right there. No, they were all in there. Okay. All right, Michael. Well, I like your piece. I think it's good. I was going to be really impressed with this shot because it's really impressive, the amount of layering. But pick a good shot. I like all here's my only instinct on this piece. I feel like you're having a confrontation here. I feel like the werewolf should be running the opposite direction, right? Like just the way everything's framed, I feel like the werewolf is on the left side and the vampire is on the right. So these guys are like running from where the vampire came from, I guess. But overall, really cool. That's just something I would think about. Okay, you said you sent another clip, which I want to look at. Donde? Did you send it in here? Let's see. Oh, wait. While we're here, guess what? You get 100 points right there. There. That's how the grade works. Watch this. Great job. Great job. Awesome. Wow. There you go. All right. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody else. Oh, we like that one. Watch this. Watch the VOD to see my reaction. I'm trying to farm engagement. All right. Nicholas got 100 points, Nick. Yeah, I didn't give you a comment though, so here we go. Here we go. Chatting Krong. All right. Anybody else turn it in? Cameron didn't turn his in. Braulio did not turn his in. Sorry, I'm just like doxing everybody's points. All right, sorry. Okay, Michael, did you say where you put the other link? Message on Canvas. All right, that's why I got there and I got distracted. So, all right, here's my messages. Michael, all right. Got another YouTube video. Ooh, I like this already. All right, let's watch. Oh, please. Yeah. Good call. Let's turn off the light. Use a good projector. So frustrating. Nice. All right. What do we think about it? Want feedback on this, even though it's short? Oh, I'm gonna give you feedback, of course. Let's hear what the students thought. Anybody at home watching, or we'll probably watch it one more time. Oh, look, subscribe, like. Here we go. What do you think I'm gonna write? I'm gonna say John Cena rules. Hustle, respect, loyalty. We all know. Don't make me give you an attitude adjustment, Jason, right now. All right. Okay. Thoughts about that? I like I liked your shot compositions.
We're anesthesia.
All right, we're gonna mute it while we talk about it, but I liked your shot compositions. Really, really cool. Thought maybe you could have lightened it up on this shot specifically so you could see your face a little bit better. But I really, really, really love. Let me show you the coolest shot. This shot's awesome. Really, really cool shot. So great job. Any other critiques? I'm gonna have a critical feedback coming up.
There was a shot where he's turning around and it was cut like for something that's like a small jump.
You found a small jump cut. Okay, we'll watch it again and we'll point out the small jump cut. And you could see like the only problem with this shot is there's like a reflection of the light on the lens. That, you know, happens. And not much you can do since your face goes into it, but could have masked it out at some point, but no need to, and especially when it goes over your face. Okay, so my biggest issue, Michael, is I think early on, your edits are too quick when paired with this music specifically. I would almost say lose half of the shots and just make it slower movement, because the song doesn't kick in until you start running, right? Like the run doesn't kick in to where it's a faster cut. But everyone in class, let's watch the beginning again. We're going to watch the beginning again and specifically note the edits based off, paired with the music. You tell me if it feels right. What'd you think? Like, honestly, watching it again, I kind of liked it better. Like the edits, you were kind of on that lower beat. Maybe it was just too quiet in here for me, but I do feel like your edits don't happen exactly on the beats that I would want it to. And I feel like you have one too many shots is my instinct. Let's just watch this again and analyze it with the music. I'm going to crank this in here. Let's watch. See, there's just timing wise, I feel like this last shot cuts on the, not on the beat. And if you cut these shots, because they're just long static shots, to match the beat. So really everyone in class was watching me like do a chopping motion every time the beat hit, but watch. I would do a, slow fade up here is good. Cut. 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 It's okay. So there's like two that are off. You know, it's like every 4 beats, you should have a cut if you're doing it based on the music, which is kind of like what this music video should be doing. So realistically, it's just this last one. This shot should start here at about 14 seconds. Okay. Or shouldn't exist. I would almost think that this is a cooler shot to be up and then go to your face. Also, Michael, what could be really fun is I would almost do a thing. I would play with the audio like when I go to your face, like make the music crisp, but then when I go to your face, make it sound like we're hearing the audio from your earbuds in your ears, like we're outside of your head at that point, before it's in your head. And then after this shot, I would cut and make the music cool again, because it's going to cut to run. How do you do that? Oh, well, you can go in, lower the volume, add some like bass to make it sound mufflated a little bit. And then that makes it sound different than how it sounds crisp, right? Like you see that in movies where it's like you hear the music full and then it cuts to a car and you realize, oh, I'm listening it to the car. Yeah.
That's just messing with the EQ.
Yeah, EQs and yeah.
Going, one of your last notes was, of cutting that wide shot.
Yeah.
So also with the shot composition from the light on the side to him close up, it works a lot better of, resetting the eye.
I think so too, right?
Yeah.
It's just going to feel better that one shot specifically. I don't think it's necessary. And I feel like maybe you had that shot and you wanted to use it. I would try, see what it looks like without it. But overall, really, really happy, really cool thing. You shot it by yourself, Michael, and also what, iPhone? What'd you shoot it on? Something that did well in low light, right? Yeah, iPhone. Yep. Hey, that's decent. I mean, for what it is, and especially doing a music video that you don't have to worry about sound. It might be cool too, like at the beginning before the song starts, to add some ambient noise, like nighttime ambience. So go on YouTube and listen to like, like we can share a screen right now. Let's just share a screen. We're gonna open up here. There's my calendar for the week, but let's go to YouTube. Just like, you don't have to have it all, just to layer it, to give it a little bit of life. Ambient, nighttime sounds. Okay. And like something like, oh, here, if we do SFX, it'll give us something that's maybe not, okay. Your forest sounds. Probably not that, but you want like ambient nighttime sounds. Let's say city. Near town. Okay, I like this. Ooh, look at this.
This game, you're not ready.
This game. Yeah, there's a lot of like receptacles that you can get and use. I use Envato to get all of mine. So like, for example, I do have a subscription, so this is not a pay service. This is a pay service, sorry. And so I would say city night, and then I'm going to do a search, and I'm going to go through here and refine sound effects. Audio jungle. And I'll download this just for the very start. It just, and not necessary, but Michael, I think it could just give your piece a little bit of layers. Yeah, then yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not, it's just like, is it to make it for people to know it's outside? But no, what it is, it's just adds another layer of depth to your film. It adds production value, and it adds like, hey, someone thought of this. It's layering. I'm going to tell you, like, especially when you do the scene for CAPTCHA, think about the layering. Like, do you need to put a sound of a room? Is it raining outside? Is there a fan in the room? Is like, what other sounds could there be? That's all stuff that we all think about when we make our movies. So, yeah, great job. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, work harder. You can continue to improve that and turn that in as your final, Michael. I think that's really interesting enough. And see, that's I'm going to continue to give you revisions and edits on how to make it better, because that's the real indication. Just know that, like, as an editor, should we be unhappy when someone gives us notes on our projects? No. You can be, but you'll be an unhappy editor your entire life. the little literal name is editing, right? Like we are there to make edits. So we're putting together a piece, and the best thing to do is like what we're doing in class is having multiple people look at it and give different opinions. And even I don't know about you, Jason, but watching my things with an audience, I'm gonna make some edits and do some changes before I finally put it up on YouTube and abandon it forever, right? But that's something you do, right? Like that's the type of thing is like either you could be like, oh, I'm happy it played perfectly, but no, mine did not play perfectly, and I was not happy with especially how it looks. And I mean, if we play it right now, it's not going to look like that. But sorry, I'm not going to get too in my head. I've been all weekend thinking about how upset I was, but it's all good. It wasn't about me. It was about Jason winning 2 awards and being the best editor ever, giving his speech. How was it? It was good. We have 3 people in the class who won Gabby Awards. So,
Yeah, I think it's a go.
oh, it's too bad. We missed you. Yeah. Well, there's always next year. Hopefully you're nominated next year, right? You're gonna direct something? Why not? That's what Gab is for. It's to direct. Why be scared though? Are you afraid that Grant and I aren't gonna help you?
No, I'm scared you guys are gonna be like, this is terrible.
Well, no. Have we ever said that
No.
to a
It's just
student's?
like, really, honestly, I want to write.
We'll write it, dude.
That's the thing, I'm scared.
I understand,
Yeah.
but I'm going to tell you right now, I do have creators anxiety a lot, especially like when watching it. Like watching it at the showcase is literally torture for me.
Really?
Yeah, because it'll never be as perfect as I hoped it was in my head.
Uh-huh.
And I was really happy with Capture until it played, and then it looked like trash. Whatever. I'm moving on from being angry at the projector, but it looks really cool on my phone and at my house on my TV.
Yeah,
So
on Grant's TV, it looked good.
yeah,
It was just.
Yeah.
Because like even halfway to heaven, there was.
No. You know what was the biggest bummer was yeah, for sure, Braulio. Braulio knows. But Braulio, I thought yours looked really great with the color grading and like the timing really worked well. You know what the big element was? I almost think like the one scene that benefited more was when Zoe's in the when you turn off the light or when not you, but when Andre turns off the light and you see Zoe standing in the dark, it's almost creepier without seeing her face at all, just being the figure. I thought that was the only part that I was happy for, but to me, that projector really knocked the stylized lighting. Anything that had any stylized lighting was gone. And so the comedies or even I think Unforeseen benefited because it was a rom-com, so it was much more evenly brightly lit. Anything that was brightly lit played really well, right? But anything that was, you know, like mine, I'm going film noir. I want dark. I'm harsh whites and darks. And that first scene was just like, I'm like, God, you can't see anything. And I'm like, oh man. Well, hey, Braulio says, luckily Jason and Marty had my back. Well, yeah, I think that's a really good indicator, but also we need to remember that filmmaking is a collaborative art. It's not just one person. You can be the one person with the vision, but you need a team of people because not everybody has all the skills, right? Like Jason might be a great editor and a great cinematographer, but what do you feel like is your weakest area, Jason? Script writing, right? So you're going to take a shot at it? You're going to keep letting Grant write your scripts?
Well, I did Leaving, but you just kind of rewrote some of this.
Sure. Made it. Yeah. So that's totally fine. It's like, it's all learning process. So yeah, we all have positives and negative elements, right? Like, so, and that's why we need to all work together. So the main takeaway, I hope, Braulio, as someone who's new, is just think about, I have had some film classes where people are super competitive. like they don't want to help each other. They want to hurt each other because I want to win or I want to be the best or whatever. And ultimately that ends up causing more. Yeah, for real. We've had years where like straight on people hate each other. And it's like, okay, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's okay. Let me tell you, this is my personal social strategy. And because my brain is warped because I've watched too much Survivor and I think of everything as like a social strategy game, I think about life as a social strategy game. And in my experience, there's no benefit to creating enemies. There's none. You can absolutely hate someone, but it's totally way more, it earns you way more social capital to be fake around that person, or at the very least you don't have to be like, you don't have to be fake to the point where like they think you're the best friend or anything, but you can just be civil. That's the important part. Just be civil around a person that could totally annoy you or whatever. I did it this weekend. Let me tell you that. I had a person who drives me up the wall, but I just like, oh, okay, cool. And it was friendly and listened to their conversation. And when they left, it was like, oh, okay, good. I can be myself again. And in my experience, if you flat out make an enemy out of a person, you'll have an enemy forever. And especially in a film program when there's no budget and you might need to borrow a piece of equipment, you might need to say, can you help me? What's the benefit in like telling that person they freaking suck and they suck at what they're doing, and then 6 months later being like, oh, can you come and like hold this or can we borrow your rig? Or nothing. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face type of thing. So in my experience, and Braulio, I'm saying this, is to pay it forward when you're the senior student a year and a half from now, and there's young Braulios running around, you better help them out, Jason and Marty won't be around forever. And well, you could be if you want. I mean, we definitely have students who are sticking around as long as possible, but I'm telling you, eventually you're going to bully the heck out of them. Well, okay, you'll be like, look at this Gabby I got. You don't have one, idiot.
All lined up and everything.
Yeah, exactly. But then what I could do is I'll bully you back and be like, hey, did you see the photo they posted of you next to Zoe? It makes you look all tiny, Braulio.
I mean, it's not as bad as my picture.
I don't know. They're all pretty bad. I think, Braulio, you didn't see the pictures, right? Well.
Hopefully humiliate me. You know, person like, oh, you're taller than you look.
Okay. So for today, this is the main announcement. We're not going to lecture anything. I want you to continue to focus. Those of you who haven't turned in green screen, those of you who need to work on your end project, today is just like a discussion. Bring me questions. We reviewed projects. And here's the most notable thing. Be there or be square next class on Wednesday. We're having a guest lecturer. Best editor himself is going to get here and tell us why DaVinci Resolve is much better. So opportunity to learn DaVinci Resolve from the 2024 Gavlin College Best Editor on campus. Okay, so Jason's going to sit up here and I'm going to sit and boo. Say what?
The other program was better.
I don't, whatever. It's honestly, that is a bit I do with Grant. I'm perfectly happy if you choose to do whatever you want. No, I'm not joking. I am literally saying, if you want to edit in Final Cut, fine. If you don't like Premiere, I get it. It's hard. There's a learning curve. I understand. And hopefully, like the main point is to edit. Like you're using this class to do it. And I wish those of you who are editing could come in person. I could sit down and walk you through it, or you could send me notes. What'd you say? Yeah, exactly. And yours came out really well this semester. I'm really happy. You better turn that in as your final when you make it better. Good. Great. That's what we want. fine.
I actually moved, Grady got me over to start using like a VHS editor, so I'm like.
That's what I learned on, Jason. You say that, but I literally, the first editing system I learned was a linear editing system. So what are we learning on right now? We're learning on what's called non-linear editing. That means what? It's non-linear because we could edit any part of the film back to front, right? So I could start with the last scene and then edit the first scene and then edit the middle scene. Well, my linear editor, guess what that meant? I was literally going from VHS to VHS, essentially. It was a higher caliber one. I would hit in points, I would hit out points, I would hit record. It would record and edit. It literally would have to play my footage on a VHS cassette and record the 5 seconds onto the tape. Guess what if I messed up? I would either have to go back to the exact frame on my VHS and try it again, or you could screw up your entire project. But you're doing it in order. So you had to be like shot 1 in, shot 2 in, shot 3 in. It was a tedious, mind-numbing effort. I did some nonlinear editing here at Gab. We had an Avid machine, which I learned on, was Avid certified, but didn't really do I started with Final Cut 1 was my first editing system. I'm going to tell you right now, I was a Final Cut editor. I have 10,000 hours in Final Cut. Final Cut 1 through 7. I knew all of them. 1 through 7, great. I'm a good Final Cut editor. Then they made Final Cut 10, and I said, I'm out. Sucks.
What changed?
Final Cut X is a hybrid between what Final Cut was, which the original Final Cut was closer to what Premiere is now. As far as like bins and organization. In fact, what Premiere, I almost can't remember what it was like, but it's just like apples and oranges. The difference between Mac and a PC, basically, as far as utility. But Final Cut was like, they had 2 editing systems. They had one that was called Final Cut Express, which was kind of a amped up version of iMovie. Final Cut Express, amped up version of iMovie. For an advanced editor, it was frustrating to use because it was so basic. I couldn't figure it out. It made me angry. And they basically just amped up Final Cut Express, and that became Final Cut X. They abandoned the pro editor for a prosumer editor. So Final Cut is a more basic, user-friendly editor, but it has distinct limitations. Yeah. And a lot of it is like it is $100 versus a subscription model of Premiere. But I think the biggest issue is Final Cut renders your entire project and basically duplicates all your files into its project file. So Final Cut projects are ginormous. If you are a space person, it's an issue. Grant has 1 million hard drives for a reason, right? So there's goods and bads to them all. I'm perfectly happy. I can edit Final Cut X if you want. You want to hear me curse? I'll pull up Final Cut X. We can do that next week. If vote in the chat. Well, Cleopatra's here, and I know you're hating Premiere right now. But Cleopatra, remember, you don't have to use Premiere. You could use any editor you want. So even iMovie on your phone is useful if you want to edit that way. It's just understanding the concept of it. And we're going to watch DaVinci. There's also a DaVinci coloring tutorial that I have up on the class page with Renan, and his last name's in italicized for some reason. Gosh, so annoying. Well, one of Marty's awards says Martin. Martin Silence. So technically Marty didn't get all 4. Martin Silent. Yeah, Martin Silent won best screenplay. So a nom de plume or whatever you want to call it. So
Is she gonna get a new one?
yeah. Oh yeah, we've talked to the place about reprinting because Grant says it's their error, which I totally believe because I proofread everything. So And I don't know why.
Just entering it.
Yeah, I don't know. So frustrating to say the least. All right. Any questions or not whatnot? I'm going to end the recording, but Wednesday, check out the VOD to find out where you can get the files for the final project and to watch the Resolve lecture. All right,